Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. Welcome. This is Pablo from Tango Space. Hi, guys. If you are there and if you would like to say hi in the comments, and if you can let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me. This is our second class, a second session that we do in Musicality. This is four weeks sessions that we are doing for you to start listening to the tango music, start dancing to the music, start connecting more with the music, and to understand how to dance to the music. Yeah, because we know that in tango in the early stages, especially, you focus a lot in the steps and you learn a lot of steps. But after you are just recreating the steps sometimes and not really doing it with the music. That's why it's so important to understand the tango music, to understand how we can do an interpretation of the music with our bodies, no, with the movements. Let me see. Let me know if you can see me, if you can hear me. We are going to wait a few minutes until everybody join to start the lesson. I cannot see the comments. I don't know if. Okay. Maybe I need to see if I allow you to comment or no. Okay, message visibles. Okay. Okay, hi, Michelle. Hello. Okay, thank you. Thank you for letting me know. You can hear, you can see me. Okay. Also, if you want to say your names, guys, in the comments, because sometimes with the emails, I don't know your name. But thank you for commenting. Thank you for being here with me. Okay. Another thing that I like always is to see from where people is watching from. So if you would like to say from where you're watching from, would be great. So we like to connect more, with you and to understand from where people is dancing tango and joining our lessons as well. Okay, Alice say, can't see you yet. Okay. Yes, sometimes it's the software. Sometimes you need to use, instead of the server, instead of Safari, it's recommended to use Chrome, Google Chrome, or another server. Yeah. Okay. That can be one reason why sometimes you don't see, yeah, because some servers don't support, this type of streaming. Okay, so from Lithuania, hello. From Spain, from Germany, Lotta from Germany. Hi, Lotta. Thank you for joining. Micaela from Austria. Hi, guys. Thank you for joining. It's amazing to see people from all over the world dancing tango and joining also these live sessions. Okay, we are going to start. Some people will keep joining. During this lesson, the idea is that we make it to feel like we are in the same room. Yeah. So any comment, any question, just put it there. And if I don't reply in the moment, maybe I reply later. It's good the participation. It's good that you ask, because maybe some people will have the same question as you, but they don't ask. So maybe you will help them also to understand more, no, musicality. Okay. Plymouth from England. Hello, from California. Okay, Alice can see now. Super. Let's start from Philippines. Philippines. Okay, super. Okay, so I don't know if all of you joined the session last week, but if you didn't, that session is still in our channel. It's available. You can watch it. So if you missed the first session, please, when we finish the session, you can go back to the channel and find the session number 1. Yeah, that was last week. It's important because I'm slowly, progressing, with the learning. So if you never did any musicality and you missed the first session, I recommend you to join that first session, because in that first session, just to recap, in case that you were here as well, we look at the melody. Yes, we we discover, okay, what is the melody and when it's a rhythmic melody and when it's a melodic melody. Yeah. So we were looking at that, and also we mentioned a little bit the descanso musical, no, the melodic bridge that is it connect the phrases. Yeah. So so that's why it's important to look at that, because also we look at the layers of the tango music. Yes, we look at the rhythmic bass, we look at the melody, yes, and we look at the counter melodies as well, the melodies that are over the original melody of the song. Yeah. Okay. The session of today, what we want is you to start recognizing more the instrument of the tango music. Yes, this is very important because as a tango dancer, when you want to improve and you want to be more musical and more connected with the music, it's not that you have to start doing more. It's not that you have to learn more steps and start doing more and more stuff. It's not that it's that you have to start recognizing and choosing what to dance to of the orchestra, what part of the music you want to express, which instrument you want to dance. Yes, this is the key to really to become a dancer that is musical and connected with the music and connected with the partner, because you will have to communicate that with your partner. Yes, okay, I'm dancing to this piano, I'm dancing to this violin. Yes, so I'm dancing to this singer. So that you will have to communicate with your body. So that's why it's so important that it's clear. Yes, so the first thing that we are going to do, we are going to work with a song during this session, Tres Esquinas. Tres Esquinas is a song by the orchestra Ángel D'Agostino. Ángel D'Agostino is an orchestra very traditional, it's very tanguero, very milonguero, because it's an orchestra that is for the tango dancers. And Ángel D'Agostino, the amazing thing of him is that he was also a dancer, yes, himself. So he created music understanding, how dances we could, express, this music. So I love that of D'Agostino. And the singer is Ángel Vargas. So Ángel D'Agostino and Ángel Vargas. The two are angels. Yes, Ángel, the same name. So that's why in the tango scene we call them los angelitos, the angels, yes, the little angels, because the two of them are called Ángel. Yes, and was an amazing duo, no? Ángel Vargas was the singer, and Ángel D'Agostino was the director of the orchestra. Yes. Okay, good. So now we are going to work with this song Tres Esquinas. It's a beautiful song that evoke the neighborhood and the friends. So I know, guys, most of you probably don't speak Spanish, but sometimes it's nice to understand, where we are dancing, yeah, because it's a song that it's melancholy, but in a nice way, having the good memories of the Tres Esquinas, the corner of the neighborhood and the friends and all this. However, so I always find very fascinating to understand more a bit of the history of the song, not only the technical part of it. Yes. Okay. So we are going to start. So first, especially for the people that is more new in Tango Musicality, I'm going to play the song and I'm going to mark the instruments of the song. Yes. So the violin, I will do like this. First, I will apologize for any musicians present because I'm not a musician myself. Yeah. So if you see any weird movement with my hands, it's because I'm not a musician. Yes, I can hear, but I'm not a musician. So I do the violin like that. Yeah. I do the bandoneon like that because the bandoneon is this big instrument that we play with both hands. And when it's choppy, when it's rhythmic, we move the bandoneon like that. Yes. The bandoneon players, they move in and out, like the accordion. Yes. That's the bandoneon, and then the piano. Yes, the piano I will do like this with my fingers. It's just for you to visualize which instrument is each of them. Yeah, are we okay with that? It's easy. Yes. If you want to do with me, you are welcome. You are just in front of the computer. You can do with me. Yes, violin and piano and bandoneon. Yeah. Let's try. Well, first I do, and then after we are going to do the exercise. So the idea of this class is that we also do exercise moving. Yeah, so it's not going to be only theoric class. Okay. So, let's start. Tres esquinas. So start with the violin, yes?
Yo soy del barrio de
Yes, for now only this part. Yeah, we're going to move forward a bit more in the song after, but for only this part for now. So what do you notice here, guys? So the instruments are very clear. Are they? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments. So the violin, yes, finish the violin. There is the canso musical with the piano, the melodic bridge, and then there is something rhythmic. So the violin is melodic, and the bandoneon in this part of the song is rhythmic. Yes, it's choppy. Yeah, so most of the time when we dance to rhythmic parts, the orchestras, they do the representation of the rhythmic parts with the bandoneon, with the double bass and the piano playing together. Yeah, but here the bandoneon is very clear. Okay, so now, do you notice that there is one moment, yes, that the bandoneon is not rhythmic? The bandoneon is melodic. Do you notice that I was doing like this with my hands? Instead of doing like this, like choppy, I was moving my hands slowly. Yeah, are you with me? Do you notice that? Yes or no? Let me know, because we can hear again, and we will do it. We will put this more in practice now, but just for you to understand how the instruments in the tango music can be also played in different ways, no? So usually we don't have. I mean, there are things that are a bit more unusual, no? Like rhythmic violin, because violin is an instrument that is more for melodic music. However, there are exceptions. Yes, there are some troilo songs that they use the violin as a rhythmic, no, to create something more rhythmic. Okay, super. Hello from Poland, from Warsaw. Okay, good. So let's move on now. So the first thing that we are going to do now is to recognize only the violin. Yes? So now I'm going to ask you, yes, to do with me. Why? Because it's very important that our mind start connecting with our body. So what we hear start connecting with our body. Yes. So first we do just looking at the camera like this, and when it's the violin, we are going to do like this, like playing the violin. Yeah. Only that for now. Yes, just as an exercise. After we are going to start moving more. Yeah, ready? Let's do it. Okay. And make sure that you don't do the violin when it's the bandoneon, yes? There is a part that is a bit tricky, so that's why this exercise is to refine our ear, to understand, okay, what is violin, what is bandoneon. Yeah, so now we are going to do like this only when it's the violins.
Yo soy del barrio.
Okay. How was it? Easy. That's very easy. You see, the Agostino is slow, it's an orchestra that is calm, it's not Arienzo, it goes fast. So it's an easy orchestra to start recognizing the instruments. Let me know in the comments if you did it with me and if you find it this easy. Okay, Michelle says good. Super. Yes, easy. Okay, bien. So we are going to move on now. So what we are going to do, we are going to start moving with this violin, yes? So I'm going to play the same song again, the same part, and we are going to just walk in, just make some space in front of the computer, even if you're in the kitchen, in the office, in the living room, and we are going just to walk, yes? When is the violins, yeah? When it's piano, when it's bandoneon, we are going to pause, stop, yeah? Ready? Let's go.
Yo soy del barrio.
Okay. So, how was it? Do you try? Do you find easy? Do you find like good exercise to your ears? Yes, no? Let me know in the comments and then we continue. Any of you that have any question, it's good to ask, because we are here for that, no? Don't be shy. Okay. Okay, here, Harry, well, I don't know your name, but you say, do I hear both violins and bandoneons playing together on both sides of the bandoneon's melodic part? Okay, so yes, very good question. So in that moment, in that phrase, what is happening that in the first part is only the bandoneon, and then in the second part is the violins and the bandoneon. Yes, but because we say that we will dance in all the parts that there is the violin, we dance to that part because there is a violin, but with the bandoneon. Yeah, but in the first part that we don't dance is because was the bandoneon. Make sense? Yes, so I will play again that part so that it's clear. Look. That finished the bandoneon alone, and now the violins join. Yeah. So that's why we dance to that part, because there was a violin as well. Yeah. Hope that help you to understand the difference. Yeah. Okay. In the future, when you go more deep into musicality, the orchestra, for example, of Aníbal Troilo, use a lot the solo melodic of bandoneon, yes, for example. So it's the same bandoneon that we just dance now, no, the one that we hear alone, no, without the violins. That's very Troilo musical element, let's say. Okay, good. So we're going to move on now. So what we're going to do now is to look at the pianos. Yeah. So the pianos in this case is doing the descanso musical mainly, no, the melodic bridge. Yeah. So first we do the exercise of playing with the hand, and after we are going to move. Yeah, we are going to put it in the steps. Let's listen together from the beginning again.
Yo soy del barrio de Tres Esquinas, viejo baluarte de un arrabal, donde florecen como glicinas las lindas pibas de delantal, donde en la noche tibia y serena su antiguo aroma vuelca al malvón, y bajo el cielo de luna llena duermen las chatas del corralón.
So, do you hear the piano? Yes or no? The piano, when the piano does the melodic bridge, the descanso musical after, when the phrase finish, yeah, that's a very like common thing in tango, no? That the descanso musical is done with the piano. Of course, there are exceptions, like one that is here that is not the piano doing the descanso musical, but it's a very refined and very sophisticated, way to play, and as a consequence, with the dancers, we have to dance in a sophisticated way as well. And the descanso musical can be something that you do a decoration with the music, or no, can be that you are just, pausing in that moment, because if you are finishing the phrase in the descanso musical, descanso is a rest, so the musicians rest, we rest as well as dancers. Yeah? So we breathe. Okay, so Michelle say piano is easier here, but it's in much shorter bones. Yes, in this particular song, sometimes the descanso musical in Disarle, for example, can be much longer. Orchestras where the piano has a lot of participation, they tend to have a longer descansos. Or with Pugliese, for example, they are descanso musical that are very long bridges. Yes, it's almost like another melody. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, when we look at the bandoneon, we are going to do also the descanso musical that is no the piano. Yes. Very good that you noticed that. Who was this? I don't know your name. Maybe. Okay. When you choose violins to dance to, do you include also the parts where violins play the rhythmic way, maybe together with bandoneons? So this is Harik. I don't know your name, but anyway. So very good question. Yes. So this is what we are looking for, no? That you here the cat want to join as well the lesson. That you know what you like, you know what to dance, and you know when you will dance these instruments. Yes. So always, I think I say last week as well, no. As a tango dancer, you need to know, because otherwise it's like going to a bar and you don't know what to drink, and you say to the barman, give me whatever because I don't know. Yeah. Or you go to the restaurant and you don't know what to eat, and you say, okay, bring me anything because I don't know what to eat. So you need to know what you want and you need to choose. And with the tango music, it's like this. You need to choose. You need to decide. Every part of the song, you want to decide what you will do, why you will dance, and to have the answer of what you will dance. It's always that you need to understand what happened before. Yes, because if you are dancing to something rhythmic, maybe you want to create a contrast, to create a change of dynamics, dancing to the voice or dancing to something else in the song. Yes, or a violin or something to slow down. So that's why it's so important to understand the instruments and the layers of the tango music for you to be able to have these choices. Yeah, hope that was clear, guys. Okay, good. So now let's dance to the piano. Yes, so there are exactly 9 pianos. Yes, so 9 descansos musical, nine melodic bridge that we are going to dance. It's very small steps, maybe one step, but we are going to move only when there is a piano. Good? Ready? Let's try. Okay, so just stand up in front of the computer and we go.
Yo soy del barrio de Tres Esquinas, viejo baluarte de un arrabal, donde florecen como glicinas las lindas pibas de delantal, donde en la noche tibia y serena su antiguo aroma vuelca al malvón, y bajo el cielo de luna llena duermen las chatas del corredor. Soy.
Okay. So how was it? It's good to take it sometimes as a game, almost like we are playing. Yes, we are playing and sometimes you are like, oh, I go, and then you realize, okay, it was not the piano. Yes. Why? Because in tango we kind of get used to that the descanso musical, the melodic bridge, is a piano, and then when finish the phrase, we are waiting for the piano, and when there is no piano, it's like, yes, you are like, but that's a good feeling, yes, to know that you miss it or to know that you don't hear the piano is a good sign. It's a sign that you are listening and you are connected with the music. Let me know in the comments, guys, if you try and how you find this. Again, some pianos are very short, yes, but still, yes, even if it's just one note, we need to move with the piano. That's the idea of this musical game. Let me know in the comments. Okay, if you are good, we continue. Yes. So, okay. Here we have some comments. A little bit difficult to get the steps in before piano part was already over. Well, that's the thing, that Michelle, that with the tango music, we are improvising, We are improvising with the music, and the musicians, even though we have the structure of the music, the phrases, they are also improvising, Imagine if if everything is, all the songs are really, really, that you can learn by memory, it will be very boring. It will be almost like, we will be dancing like robots, because we will dance all the songs in the same way, knowing what is happening, So that's the idea. So that when you are connected with the melody of the song, what we did last week, yes. So, for example, if I have the melody in my head of Tres Esquinas, yes, and so I know that after the phrase most probably will be a descanso. So, if I'm with the melody, so yo soy del barrio de Tres Esquinas, tarararay, tarararay. So in that end of the phrase, I'm expecting to have a descanso musical. I'm expecting to have the piano or another instrument, but something that connects with the next phrase. Yeah. So here is where I was saying that it looks a bit like a game, because you are waiting for the piano, and maybe there is no piano, and maybe there is a piano. Maybe there is a piano and you can do a little step or invite your partner to do a little decoration. And maybe there is nothing as well, yeah? Or maybe there is a bandoneon, there is another instrument. So that's why always you have to wait, listen, and after you move. Because if you move before, you don't know what you are dancing, yeah? So again, it's much more, when you start understanding more the different orchestras, the different styles, you will understand more when to find that pianos as well. Yes, that's why it's so important to learn musicality. It's a journey. Musicality is not that you do one musicality workshop and that's it. Musicality. No, musicality is a journey. You have to keep learning. You have to keep exploring. But it's amazing. This is another dimension, no? Because dancing to the music or dancing just doing steps is completely two different things. Yes. Okay. There is another question here. Okay. Christosic. In that precise case, piano part is the smaller part of the music structure. So maybe it is not the best choice for adapting to dance. Your opinion? Okay, so the reason why I choose this song is I could have chosen a Disarli. We did Disarli last week. I don't know if you were here. That the canzo musical were much longer. The piano part was much longer. However, I choose this song because it has very clear the different instruments, because today is more about recognizing the instruments. And it was not about dancing the piano. Yeah? We are doing this now because I want you to listen over and over again the same part of the song to recognize the instruments. And of course, even if it's short, it's part of the music. We have to dance, or at least to be aware of it happening. Yeah. Okay. Another question: will this stay online as a video after the stream? Yes. We are going to leave in the channel so that you can go back as well. And also, I wanted to invite you to a mini free course that we did with Anne. And I'm going to share the link here if you want to do that. It's a mini musicality course that you can do as well. It's a series of, I think it's 4 videos or 4 lessons. I'm going to share here in the link if you want to join the musicality free mini course. The link is there, yes. Okay, good to know that you can do a little decoration during the short piano music. Yes, definitely. Always the descanso musical is a place, to pause and to maybe do a little decoration if we want to. Okay, good. Bien. So let's continue now. And we are going now to recognize the bandoneon, and then after we are going to move with the bandoneon, okay? So I'm going to play again the song. And remember, we did the violin, we did the piano, and now we do the bandoneon. Yes, and the bandoneon can be rhythmic or can be melodic. Good? Let's try. First, just looking at the camera, you can do the bandoneon with me with your hands if you want to. Yeah.
soy del barrio de Tres Esquinas, viejo baluarte de un arrabal, donde florecen como glicinas las lindas pibas de delantal, donde en la noche tibia y serena su antiguo aroma vuelca al malvón, y bajo el cielo de luna llena duermen las chatas del corralón. Soy de Seba.
Okay. So, how was it? I don't know if you notice that one descanso musical, one melodic bridge, yes, in the part of the singer, instead of the piano, is the bandoneon, yes, that is quite fast. It's the right hand of the bandoneon, yes, doing, yeah. Do you hear, do you notice? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments. And tango music, I know, so because always students say to me, because you know the music, for you is easy. This song, even if I listen 1,000 times, I finish the phrase and I never know when is the bandoneon. So I'm always expecting the piano, and when it's the bandoneon, okay, it's the bandoneon, but it's not that that I know the song by heart, yes, because there are many tango songs, and yes, sometimes there are things that maybe you remember, but it's not about remembering, it's about improvising, yes. So finish the phrase and you have to wait and expect or the piano or the bandoneon or anything, yes. Okay, Lotta say that quite difficult to hear the bandoneon and violin. That's very common, yes, especially if you're in the early stages. Recognizing the bandoneon with the violin is tricky. Why? Because most of the time they go together, as I said before, and when it's a solo of bandoneon, is like with the left hand of the bandoneon. That is how Troilo also use. But it's about refining the ear, no? It's a training, no? It's not something that comes like this. So it's it's like the walk, always have to keep, improving until you refine more and more. Also because, many of us, we are not musicians, and sometimes musicians have a bit more facility to recognize the instrument because they play them. But for us, it takes a while, to understand what is the bandoneon and what is the violin. However, starting to recognize part of the instruments and understanding when it's rhythmic, when it's melodic, at least that will help you also just to start recognizing more. Because let's say in this moment when it's the solo of bandoneon, not doing the melody, in that moment, I could do in the dance, we could do a circular movement very slow that can be a violin or bandoneon. We could express with a circular movement, with an ocho, we could express a bandoneon or violin in the same way. Makes sense? So the important thing is that you start little by little recognizing what is melodic, what is rhythmic, and the different textures, of the music. Okay. Okay, bandoneon and violin are similar during the melodic part. Yes, they are similar. They are much more similar than something rhythmic or a singer, but there is a different texture, a different tone. It's kind of the spices, no? Imagine you are cooking and black pepper or chili is not the same. They are both spicy, but not the same. Yes. I don't know if it was a good example. Okay. Thierry say, I become open to ocean of mixed waves. Yes, definitely. Is that a bass in the background sometimes? Okay, so we are going to talk about that because that was the last week session where we look at the rhythmic bass. Yes. So the rhythmic bass, what happened that appears with the singer here in the part of the singer. So we have two layers in that moment. When the singer starts, we have the rhythmic bass with the bandoneon, the double bass and the piano, yes, doing the rhythmic bass, and the singer doing the melody. Yes. The rhythmic bass is always there. but the singer, what we want to listen is the melody of the song, no, the singer in this case. So I show you just for you to see.
Serena. Yo soy del barrio de tres esquinas, viejo baluarte de un arrabal, donde florecen como glicinas las lindas pibas.
Yeah, so this is very traditional tango, no? The rhythmic bass and the voice creating, the melody. That's two layers, very simple, yes. So that rhythmic bass in tango, is to give more volume to the music. No, otherwise will be the singer alone, no. So, but in many other orchestras, they don't have these two layers. They put another layer. They put another violin, maybe doing a counter melody. Yes. So that's why this is very simple. Yeah. Okay, good. So let's do the last thing that we are going to do is now to walk with the bandoneon. Yeah, we are going to move with the bandoneon when it's rhythmic and also when it's melodic. Yeah, let's try. Ready? So just in front of the computer, we move only when it's the bandoneon. Yes.
Yo soy del barrio de tres esquinas, viejo baluarte de un arrabal, donde florecen como glicinas las lindas pibas de delantal, donde en la noche tibia y serena su antiguo aroma vuelca al malvón, y bajo el cielo de luna llena duermen las chatas del corralón.
Okay. Good, guys. So do you try? So in the second part with the singer, we were waiting for the Tango Musicality, for the melodic bridge with the bandoneon, remember? Okay, here somebody's asking, do you start with delay? What do you mean with delay? What we want is always to listen, because we cannot dance to something if we don't feel it. Yes, so always a milonguero that I met in Buenos Aires many years ago, that he passed away in the pandemic, unfortunately. He said to me always, the music has to go through the ear to your heart and then to your feet. So if you don't feel it, don't do anything. Yes. So that's why many times, the traditional tango dancers, you see them and they are not dancing to each part of the song. They are not expressing every little part of the music. Yeah, because it's part of they are feeling it, and no, it's not necessary that you have to move all the time. Yes, you can absorb the music, and when you have the time, when you have the space, when you have the tools and the technique to put in a movement, you put it. Otherwise, you just pause. Yes, and you wait for the next part of the music to do a movement. We are not moving all the time. Yes. Remind me the name of the song, please. Okay, the name of the song is Tres Esquinas by Ángel Agustín. I will put the name here so that you have. Tres Esquinas. Okay, good material of practicing. Yes, I moved with the bandoneon, but also wanted to move with the rhythmic bass. Yes, yeah, with the rhythmic bass, because yes, the rhythmic bass was with the bandoneon as well, but because we wanted to put a bit more attention in other things today. But it's good. Yes, so it's good that with the rhythmic bass you can dance to the rhythmic bass as well. But again, if we were dancing to something rhythmic before, maybe we want to express something more melodic with the singer, for example. Okay. Okay, guys, well done. Thank you very much for joining me today. Next week I will be here again at 5 p.m. Next week I will be in Argentina, so I will be doing this session from Argentina. So hope you can join. Remember, you can watch this later if you want to go back. It's going to be in the channel. If you want to join the free mini course, you can do so. I share the link here in the comments. And yes, thank you so much. Here I have some more questions. When do you choose to cut the rhythm? Okay, so to cut the rhythm, if I understand your question, is when I choose to stop dancing to something rhythmic. Yeah. So that will depend of many things, but the most important thing is that you finish an idea. Always in tango music, if you are dancing to something rhythmic, yeah, so the idea is to finish with that idea, with that, because that rhythmic is a melody. Yeah. So if we are dancing to something rhythmic, most of the time we are dancing to the rhythmic melody. Yes. So cha 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 cha. So if you ask me when I cut this, I cut, of course, when finish the rhythmic and when finish the phrase. Yes. So if the phrase is cha 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 cha. Yes. So I'm going to finish that and then start dancing to the next part that maybe is melodic. Yeah. So the idea is not to cut. So if I start cha 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 cha, I will not cut there. I will finish that rhythmic melody and then to move to the next part. Yes. Makes sense? I don't know if that answers your question. Okay. Tres esquinas is a place or area. Tres esquinas, it means three corners. And it's talking about a neighborhood. I think it was the neighborhood of Pompeia. Pompeya, say in Argentinian. It's a neighborhood that the composer of this song is referring to that particular corner, yeah, where there are three corners. Yeah, particular area. Yeah. Muchísimas gracias y besos desde Salzburg. Oh, thank you, Micaela. Thank you. Gracias. Tres esquinas. Thanks. You're generous and sharing. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. During the singer, wasn't Bandoneon doing the rhythmic bass? Yes, with the singer was the double bass, the piano, and the bandoneon doing the rhythmic bass. Yes. Okay, super. Okay, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for being so interactive and so engaged and so motivated to learn tango musicality. It's so important and it's a fascinating journey. So hope you continue. And this is just the start. Yes. Thank you so much and see you next week. Abrazos. Ciao, ciao.